You're muted.
All right. I'd like to call this meeting to order. Let's start with a roll call, please.
Council President Corman.
Here.
Councilmember Perez.
Here.
Councilmember Van.
Here.
Councilmember Benedetti.
Here.
Councilmember O'Halloran.
Here.
Councilmember McIrvin.
Here.
Councilmember Prince.
Here.
Roll call, Mr. Mayor, all present.
Okay, thank you. First, we have administrative report.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Construction for the Coulon Playground replacement is complete, and the playground opened to the public on Wednesday, January 20th. The new play equipment was chosen based on a community survey conducted in the summer of 2020. The new playground includes many all-abilities components, an all-abilities seesaw, group swing, and individual swings, and 2 unique climbing structures. The project is funded by the taxpayers of Washington State through a state direct legislative appropriation. The Sunset Neighborhood Park construction is complete, and the park will have a virtual grand opening on Wednesday, January 27th, with the park officially opening to the public on Thursday, January 28th. This new 3.2-acre park celebrates a long-range vision coming to fruition, accomplished through ongoing partnerships, community involvement, collaboration, and investments. The park will be a gathering place at the heart of the Sunset area, providing quality of life amenities including looped pedestrian walkways with Paraglass and seating, age-appropriate children's play areas and fitness equipment with rubberized safety surfacing, plaza with seating and mist water feature, picnic gazebo and restrooms, art, and a large lawn for gathering and playing. $5.3 million in outside funding has been invested to leverage city funding to support this great project. Information about preventative street maintenance, traffic impact projects, and road closures happening this week can be found at rentonwa.gov/traffic. All projects are weather permitting, and unless otherwise noted, streets will always remain open. Sir, that is your administrative report.
Okay, thank you, Ed. Okay, next we'll open up the remote audience comment period. It remains the strong intent of the city to have public comment regularly included on our agendas. Each speaker will be given 5 minutes to speak. You'll be called upon by a city staff member. The staff member will call the speaker's name and unmute the appropriate microphone, which will send an automatic prompt to the speaker of, "You have been unmuted." This is the speaker's cue that it's their turn to speak. Please begin your comments by stating your name, city of residence, and the topic you are addressing. Speakers should be able to see a timer on the screen. When your time is close to expiring, please work on finishing your comments. Do we have somebody signed up?
Mr. Mayor, I have no one signed up in advance for this evening, and I only have, just one moment. For those signed into Zoom, if you would like to speak, please use your computer to raise your hand. If you've joined by calling into Zoom, you can raise your hand by pressing *9. I see no one, Mr. Mayor.
Okay. Next up, we have 11 items on the consent agenda for the council approval or consideration.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, Council President Corman.
I'd like to ask if any council members would like any items removed for specific consideration. Okay, seeing none, I move approval of the consent agenda as published.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved by Council President Corman, seconded by Councilmember McIrvin, that the council concur with the consent agenda. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Okay, motion carries. Next up, we have unfinished business. Council President Corman.
No unfinished business from me, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, thank you. Councilmember Perez.
No unfinished business, Mr. Mayor.
Okay. Councilmember Van.
No unfinished business, Mr. Mayor.
Councilmember Benedetti.
No unfinished business, Mr. Mayor.
Councilmember O'Halloran.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, the Finance Committee has 2 committee reports.
Okay, Finance Committee report for January 25th, 2021. First is approval of claims and payroll vouchers. The Finance Committee approves the following payments. Accounts payable, total payment of $7,179,073.16 for a number of vouchers and payroll benefit withholding vouchers and 2 wire transfers. 2, payroll, total payment of $1,478,069.26 for payroll vouchers that include 560 direct deposits and 2 checks. This is for the December 16th through December 31st, 2020 pay period. And finally, 3 Kidder Matthews vouchers totaling $35,520.67.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember O'Halloran.
I move that council concur with the Finance Committee committee report.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved by Councilmember O'Halloran, seconded by Councilmember Prince, that the council concur with the Finance Committee committee report. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, nay. Okay, motion carries.
Okay, the final Finance Committee report is regarding a contract with McKinstry. The Finance Committee recommends approval in the staff recommendation to approve the Renton City Hall Phase 2 Improvements, ESCO, Contract 20-101 with McKinstry Ascension in the amount of $2,407,491.
Mr. Mayor,
Councilmember O'Halloran.
I move that council concur with the Finance Committee committee report.
Second.
It's been moved by Councilmember O'Halloran, seconded by Councilmember Prince, that the council concur with the Finance Committee committee report. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, nay. Okay, motion carries. Is that it? Okay.
That's it,
Councilmember
sorry.
McDermott.
That was it, Mr. Mayor.
No unfinished business, Mr. Mayor.
Councilmember Prince.
No unfinished business, Mr. Mayor.
Okay. We are on to legislation. We have 2 ordinances for first reading.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Prince.
actually, I have an emergency ordinance regarding minimum requirements for commercial square footage in the urban center UC zone.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes, Council President Cortman.
Yeah, I move we modify the agenda to consider the ordinance as Mr. Prince has put forward.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved by Council President Corman, seconded by Councilmember McGurven, that we modify the agenda to allow for the emergency ordinance. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, nay. Okay, the agenda is modified. Councilmember Prince.
Jason, do you have the ordinance there, sir?
I do, yes, sir. You, first reading?
Yes, please.
Okay, so I have ordinance number 6012, an ordinance of the City of Renton, Washington, adopting interim zoning controls for the urban center UC zone by amending subsections 42080.A64, 42120.A, 44150.D, and 44150.E of the Renton Municipal Code, providing for severability, declaring an emergency, and establishing an immediate effective date.
Mr. Mayor,
Councilmember Prince.
I move this ordinance be placed on second and final reading tonight.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved by Councilmember Prince, seconded by Councilmember Perez, that the ordinance be placed on second and final reading tonight. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, nay. Okay, motion carries.
All right, for second and final reading, I will read it again. An ordinance of the City of Renton, Washington, adopting interim zoning controls for the urban center UC zone by amending subsections 42080.A64, 42120.A, 44150.C, 44150.D, and 44150.E of the Renton Municipal Code, providing for severability, declaring an emergency, and establishing an immediate effective date.
Mr. Mayor,
Councilmember Prince.
I move the ordinance is adopted as read.
Second.
It's been moved by Councilmember Prince, seconded by Councilmember Perez, that this ordinance be adopted as read and requires a roll call.
Council President Corman.
Aye.
Councilmember Perez.
Aye.
Councilmember Van.
Aye.
Councilmember Benedetti,
Aye.
Councilmember O'Halloran,
Aye.
Councilmember McIrvin,
Aye.
Councilmember Prince.
Aye.
Roll call, Mr. Mayor, all ayes.
Okay, thank you. Motion carries.
Okay. So the next ordinance we have up is for first reading only. It's regarding the Graves annexation. An ordinance of the City of Renton, Washington, annexing certain territory to the City of Renton, Graves annexation, file number A 19001, and establishing an effective date.
Mr. Mayor,
Council President Corman.
I move the ordinance be placed on second and final reading at the next council meeting.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved by Council President Corman, seconded by Councilmember McGurven, that the ordinance be placed on second and final reading at the next council meeting. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, nay. Okay, motion carries.
Okay, the final ordinance is for second and final reading, and it's regarding building code updates. An ordinance of the City of Renton, Washington, amending subsection 45030, B2, section 45040, subsections 45050A and 45050C, and sections 45051, 45055, 45090, 45100, 45110, and 45130 of the Renton Municipal Code, adopting by reference and amending the most recent versions of the Renton Electrical Code, the International Building Code, the Washington State Energy Code, the International Residential Code, the International Mechanical Code, the National Fuel Gas Code, the Uniform Plumbing Code, and the International Property Maintenance Code, providing for severability and establishing an effective date.
Mr. Mayor,
Council President Corman.
I move adoption of the ordinance as read.
Second.
It's been moved by Council President Corman, seconded by Councilmember McGurven, that the ordinance, be
Adopted, yes, sir.
yes, be adopted. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Roll call.
Roll call.
Oh, roll call, sorry.
Okay, Council President Corman,
Aye.
Councilmember Perez,
Aye.
Councilmember Van,
Aye.
Councilmember Benedetti, Councilmember O'Halloran,
Aye.
Councilmember McIrvin,
Aye.
Councilmember Prince.
Aye.
Roll call, Mr. Mayor, all ayes.
Okay, motion carries. Next up, we have new business. Council President Corman.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. I will just announce that next week, Monday, February 1st, at 6 o'clock p.m., we will have a committee of the whole meeting. That's via video conference. We have one item on that agenda, and it's the Housing Action Plan update. And then at 7 o'clock, we'll have our regularly scheduled council meeting. And that's all, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, thank you. Councilmember Perez.
No new business, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Councilmember Van.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Next week, February 1st, 2021, on Monday at 4:30 p.m., the Community Services Committee will be meeting via video conference, and the topic on our agenda is update on age-friendly city initiative.
Perfect. Thank you. Councilmember Benedetti.
Yes, Mr. Mayor. At 3:30 p.m. on Monday, February 1st, the Utilities Committee will be meeting via video conference. We have a full agenda. First, we will be talking about Extenet Systems franchise agreement, then the private storm drainage easement in right-of-way, and finally, emerging issues in utilities, including the Downtown Utility Improvement Project update, North 16th Street and Jefferson Stormwater and Water System Replacement Project, and the Water System Plan Adoption Schedule update. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Councilmember McGurven.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. I would just like to announce the Transportation Committee will be meeting on Monday, February 1st at 5 p.m. via video conference. We have 3 items on the agenda. First, lease addendum with Boeing Employees Flying Association. Second, 2021-2022 Orca Business Cards and Passport Agreement. And finally, Williams and Wells temporary closures. And that's all, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, I didn't mean to skip you. Sorry about that. Councilmember O'Halloran.
That's okay, Mr. Mayor. I have no new business.
Okay. Councilmember Prince.
No new business, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, what's the wish of the council?
Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
Yes, I move that the council meeting recess into executive session for approximately 15 minutes to consider, review, evaluate, and discuss labor negotiations pursuant to RCW 4230-144B, and with no official action to be taken, and that the council meeting be adjourned when the executive session is adjourned.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved by Council President Corman, seconded by Councilmember McGurven, that the council recess into executive session for the next 15 minutes to discuss labor negotiations. No actions will be taken, and council will be adjourned at the finish of executive session. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, opposed? Okay, we are in executive session. We're heading there.